What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Queen Sugar Season 7, Episode 2. Now listen, I've been rocking with Queen Sugar since Season 1, Episode 1. When we gonna ride with them all the way to the end of this train. But y'all losing me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you, y'all losing me a little bit, Queen Sugar. But we here. So, we start this episode off. We see Aunt Vi is looking through some old information and her old pictures and stuff. Her and Parker's mother were really good friends, and she said, I just can't believe that she would be down with this, that she would be okay with this, and I need to get in touch with her for myself because I don't think she understands what's going on, and I don't think that she would be cool with this. And Hollywood is trying to explain to her, like, at the end of the day, you don't know this woman. Like, you don't know who she is today. You know who y'all were, but it's been years, and at the end of the day, Parker is still her mom. You know, so maybe the woman you knew wouldn't have done something like that, but she's not that person anymore. But y'all know how Aunt Vi get. When she gets something in her head, it's going to be what it's going to be, child. Now, they done found some old videos from back in the day of their father when Ralph Angel and Nova were young and all that good stuff. I feel like that might be something that's important later on. They're going to digitize them and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, we see Micah is in his photography class, and the photography teacher is explaining to them about selling their pictures and going through an NFT. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all, I need to do some further research because I have no idea what this NFT thing is, and I don't understand what could be wrong about it. But it seems like it's some sort of like they have like a collective where they all come together, they try to sell their pictures, and you can stay in the collective as long as you're productive, but if you're not productive, then I'm not going to lie. It don't make no sense to me, but Michael wants to really be a part of it, so he goes to his professor. His professor gives him the name of this guy. He says, listen, he a little shiesty. Watch your back, but, you know, it could be lucrative for you as well. So, of course, Micah, you know, y'all know Micah. He goes in guns a-blazing. And he gets in touch with the guy, and the guy gives him the whole run of the land, and you know, he talks to him about the pictures and selling the pictures and what that looks like. And then he ends up coming over Micah's house with some wine, honey. Now, I feel like he's trying to come on to Micah because Micah's showing him his pictures. And he immediately picks up on the pictures that Micah took last season with old boy. And he was like, is this your boyfriend? Micah was like, nah, that's just a friend. But I feel like he might be a little interested in Micah. And I feel like they may be pushing Micah questioning or dealing with his sexuality. I feel like they might be pushing that envelope again this season. I don't know. Now, by the end of the episode, Micah done sold his first picture for $10,000. Personally, I don't think Micah really sold that picture. I think old dude bought the picture to further bring Micah into this whole NFT collective situation. This is clearly going to be a big part of the storyline, so we'll keep up with it. And like I said, I'm going to do my research on these NFTs. If y'all have more information, y'all put it in the description box. Y'all know in the comments. Y'all know I'll be reading the comments, okay? Okay. Now, we see Mr. Prosper talking to Hollywood, and he's a little nervous. He said, you know, Hollywood was like, I see you finally, you know, asked old girl out on a date. And he was like, yeah, but now I don't even know where to take her. He said, you know, it needs to be something special. It needs to be something important. You know, I really want her to know how much I like her. And Hollywood was like, well, what does she like? And he said, well, you know, she done been to the best restaurants in New Orleans. You know, she really likes Jamaica, but hell, I can't afford to take her to Jamaica. Hollywood said, I tell you what, we could turn the spot into Jamaica. We can decorate it. We can play some music. We can get Aunt Vi to, you know, to prepare, you know, a traditional Jamaican feast, you know. And, you know, Prosper was like, are you for real? Like, really? And they make it happen. He ends up taking his lady friend out. They go down to the spot, and it does look like it looks really nice. It's got the flags of Jamaica. It's got the lights. It got the music playing, sound like waves in the background. They got the little Jamaican music playing, and they have a full Jamaican feast. And by the end of it, child, they's kissing and hugging and all that good stuff, honey. Go ahead, Mr. Prosper. I'm so happy to see it. Okay. Now let's get back to this collective. We see Ralph Angel with Nova and Darla, and they're taking a tour of the land with old girl that's coming to be a part of the co-op. And you know, again, they're just talking about some farming techniques and doing some different things. And she actually ends up giving Ralph Angel's seeds. And she said, these seeds came from my mother's land, you know, and it's to help, you know, just you plant them here. It's part of the, you know, it's kind of like a rite of passage sort of thing that we do with the co-op. Now, her and Nova end up going out for drinks. Now, Ralph Angel gave Nova the look, because remember last week Ralph Angel gave her the talk and was like, listen, Nova, I know what you do. I know how you get in here and you get your little freak on it, then you will break hearts all over the place, and I can't afford for her to be mad or get in her feelings because she here for a bigger purpose. Don't do it. Don't do it. Child, Nova gonna do it. But anyway, now down to the grocery store, we see Billy walking through the grocery store. Her husband is still calling. And here come Miss Parker talking about, girl, you better call him. You know, and they start this whole conversation, and you know, they talking or whatever, and she's telling her, listen, don't let things fester. You know, it's best to just rip the Band-Aid off. Go ahead and talk to him. Whatever it is gonna be, it's gonna be. Either the conversation gonna work out, or the relationship gonna work out, or the relationship's not gonna work out. But avoiding his calls ain't a good thing. And they end up having this whole conversation. So she introduced herself and say, hey, I'm Billy. And Parker says, yeah, my name is Imani. Girl, she said, my mother calls me Imani. I said, your mama call you Imani because you don't want to say who your name is, Parker. Now, again, I'm really not understanding what her reasoning was or what it was she was trying to do, because you had to know at some point Billy was going to find out who you were. Like, were you trying to, like, get information out of Billy? Because Billy is helping the farmers with their legal issues. Maybe you thought that you maybe you thought you had an end and you would get some information out of Billy. I don't know. But that cover was blown pretty quickly, because they end up going down to the city council meeting, because the city council is trying to overturn the edict that the state put in place to declare the land a national landmark because of the massacre. Now, this is the part they really lost me on too. I mean, I'm not up on Louisiana politics, but I feel like if the governor of Louisiana said that this land was now a national landmark, it seems to me like they would have to go through a whole lot more hoops than just one person who's a part of the survivors saying, hey, if you have 99 survivors saying we want to keep it a landmark and sacred land, and then you have one person saying, well, no, I don't want to keep it a landmark. I don't want to keep it sacred land. I don't understand how that one person's voice overturns everybody else. And I certainly don't understand how this small little parish that y'all keep talking about don't have no money, don't have a whole lot of population and no influence, how they get to override what the governor done said. Now, Nova's boyfriend is down trying to get some support and get some help. But at the end of the day, when they walked up into that city council meeting, they walked in there by themselves. Why do y'all not have attorneys? This was a national story where y'all realized that this was the land where this massacre took place. Explain to me, please explain to me why the NAACP, Benjamin Crump, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, why these people wasn't down there helping y'all? Why y'all Nova got a whole website that she's using and put these stories up. I don't understand why y'all walked in there with nobody, no help, just Nova. Well, of course, y'all know what the city council did. The city council ruled to flip it, and now it's no longer protected land, and they're going to put a damn strip mall there. Child, bye. Now, here's the other story, part of this storyline that I'm a little confused about, too. Now, the woman, that's the woman farmer, she been around since season 1. Remember last week, Darla told her, baby, you about 3 months behind on your farm, and I'm a little worried about you. I'm a little nervous. And she said, well, I put in my paperwork for an extension, but I haven't heard anything. And I haven't gotten the money from the settlement from the black farmers, you know, when we sued the USDA or whatever. And so Darla, Billy, and they go down to the bank to help her out. Now, the guy at the bank is sitting there talking about something. He never got her extension paperwork. And she was like, what are you talking about? I gave it to you, you know, however many months ago, and you told me don't worry about it. You told me everything looked good. And he was like, well, do you have a receipt? She was like, what you mean? You know I don't never get no receipt. You know you never give me a receipt. I don't understand. What y'all not going to do is play with my intelligence. What y'all not going to do is, on one hand, tell me how corrupt this county is and how corrupt and racist these people are. But then on the flip side, you got these grown folk who don't even mess around and make copies of stuff. I don't understand it. Maybe it's me, y'all. Maybe it's me. But then the guy said, well, listen, if you can bring everything current by Monday, you'll be good. And, of course, that's $24,000. And she was like, well, where am I going to get $24,000 from? And he was kind of like, I don't know. But if you don't have that money by Monday, oh, well, it's a wrap. So as they're leaving, Darla runs into one of the other guys that works at the bank, a black guy. And he tells her, he said, listen, he handles all the black farmers, probably because they're trying to steal their land. And he said, listen, I can't really talk here, but give me a call because don't trust him. Don't trust nothing he's telling you. So then the next thing you know, we see Ralph Angel and all of the farmers meeting, and they all decided they're going to pool their money together and help this woman. They're going to give her the $24,000 to pay. I thought everything was good. But then at the end of the episode, they get these phone calls saying it's happening. And everybody runs up on this woman's land. It is literally the middle of the night. And they are evicting this woman, talking about she got to have everything out the house by the morning. Anything that's still in the house by the morning, it belongs to the sheriff. It belongs to the bank. And they're going to auction it off when they auction off the house. That don't even make no sense to me. Who gets evicted at midnight? And how does sheriff just show up at midnight putting people out their house? And that's not even how this works. Even when you do get foreclosed on, you have time to get your stuff out the house. They don't just put you out in the middle of the night and say, whatever you can carry, take. But whatever you can't carry, oh well. But neither here nor there, child. They got Hollywood and Ralph Angel and Mr. Prosper and everybody else helping this woman pack her house up in the middle of the night. She's crying, talking about where I'm gonna go. And of course, it's a whole sad moment. I don't understand. I am so confused by this whole situation. Child. Then we got Nova talking to Billy. And Nova's big idea is, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stage a protest on the land. Now listen, I ain't one of those people that's like, protests don't work. Because clearly they do. But it's sort of like faith without works is dead kind of thing. I still don't understand why y'all don't have a lawyer. The first thing y'all should have done was got a lawyer to put a stay so that they, like a temporary restraining order until they finish appealing it to a higher court. Because clearly it doesn't make sense to me how the governor says one thing and they get to overturn what the governor said. Y'all, I'm confused. Please help me out. Put it in the comments. Tell me what I'm missing. I love Queen Sugar. I just want to see us win. And I can't help but think, and I understand that the woman who plays Charlie has left the show. I get that. And I respect your decision. But why could they have Charlie calling in some favors? Charlie literally was on that council until she left to go run for whatever position she's running for in California. Why she couldn't call in no favors? Why she didn't send them no attorneys? Why she couldn't find... It's so many different things that I feel like we could have done. But neither here nor there. I really feel like Queen Sugar has turned into Good Times. And what I mean by that is, y'all ever pay attention on Good Times how everything goes wrong? I mean, it's like everything goes wrong for them that could go wrong. But at the end of the day, somehow or another, everybody walks away happy and they kind of figure it out. I feel like that's what we're going to be with Queen Sugar. I feel like they're going to make this so bleak and so dark, and somehow at the end of all of this, everybody's going to ride off into the sunset. At least I hope. I mean, I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm ranting now. I'm just ranting. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later.